get dragged into a nasty argument.
That reminds me a bit of Persona 5. It has good animations, graphics, but when it comes to social links, I think it had some of the weakest in the series. Yeah, I can kind of get that. I think the biggest thing about Persona 5 is that it does have a really good story. I will say that I do feel like the Persona 3 social links hit the most, in my personal opinion. I do like the Persona 4 social links a lot too, but I think Persona 3 just really hits you personally, because I feel like every social link in Persona 3 relates to somebody. You can relate to somebody in Persona 3, which is what I really like about Persona 3. Nobody is in like a situation that would only happen in a story. You know what? Like, everybody's situation is so realistic, which is, I think, what makes Persona 3 have some of the strongest. Actually, I'm gonna say it has the best social links. I will go ahead and say that. I think Persona 3 has the best social links. While I remember it, most inhalers can be taken far more often than the label claims. Also, make sure to rinse your mouth after steroid inhaler dressers. Oh yeah, I did wash my mouth out. Thrush to no fun. My aunt I live with has breathing problems. Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, oh. And like, I was telling my mom about it. I was like, oh yeah, they gave me a steroid inhaler. And she's like, are you gonna gain weight? And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. or at least not from an inhaler. So here's the real question: what edgy move will they make for Persona 6 summons? Honestly, it's been almost 10 years since Persona 5 came out. Persona 6 better be the best game on this planet, you know, if you know what I mean. The Persona 6 better be the best game on the planet. Monday Agate, I didn't know that was a possibility. Yes, Jackman, hello. Yeah, I don't normally stream on Mondays, but I decided I will stream today. Cause I realized that I don't like streaming on Wednesdays. Cause Wednesdays I get more tired on Wednesdays than I am on Mondays. So I'd rather have I'd rather stream on Mondays, because last Wednesday I actually was going to stream. I actually didn't have an IRL commitment on Wednesday, and I was like, okay, I can stream today. And then I came to get everything set up, and I laid on the couch and I checked my phone, and the next thing I know, I'm waking up and it's like 9 p.m. and I'm like, oh. Welp! Or it was like 10 p.m., like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., something like that. And I was like, welp, can't stream anymore. From committing Sudoku to crunching cards to even ripping off their own masks, they'll probably... I don't know, because Metaphor already has ripping out their own heart. How much more metal can you get than that? Than ripping out your own heart?
Woo! Next round's on, Loveless!
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Don't really mean
my aunt
anything,
hasn't gained any weight on her inhaler.
Are you another one of Louise's
yeah, I
flunkies,
figured.
hound?
So when my mom asked me,
Stop
like, are you
barking
gonna gain
and get
weight?
back
And
to
I
your
was like, I
master.
don't think an inhaler for your lungs could cause you to gain weight. Just because it has the word steroid in front of it, I don't think that means what it generally means.
Always about that goddamn Louise.
Glottal. I think Glottal's
I've been
pretty
in the
cool,
guard
except
just
for
as
his
long as he has
jacket.
his
I
swine.
hate animal print so much. I hate his jacket. The rest of his design I like. Why does
Quite a
everyone in
lively
this
crowd.
game have like
Looks
stupid
like a great
patterns,
many
like
of them came all the way
zigzaggy
here
pattern?
to watch the competition.
I don't really mind Flora pattern as much. I think Flora pattern's like the only one I tolerate. Paisleys are ugly as hell as well.
That lad there. He's
Ripping
an
a
elder,
weapon
ain't he?
out of your heart to summon your
Are you a
persona would also
candidate
give your weird infinite inventory for a weapon a justification. That is also true. Lung problems make it hard for a person to gain weight. I mean, you'd be surprised. I do weigh more than I did 5 years ago.
Well, strike me down, you're right.
I'm not.
Never seen one of you blokes before.
Hello?
Might be out of luck in the race,
never
though.
mind.
You'll not stand a chance.
But I think that's just part of getting older. You just naturally gain more weight when you get older.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
I'm still technically skinny by most people's definition, but not as skinny as I used to be.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm
fish.
curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you
Fresh
as you take up
fish.
rod and reel, Captain?
Wait, I thought he was joking. Look at the fishies! Oh my god, I miss going to the aquarium. I haven't been to an aquarium in a long time. Ew. I caught some weird, creepy creature.
Is
Oh,
that really
Hulkenberg's gonna be
edible?
happy about this.
It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious! The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean,
Oh, poor
they wouldn't
Skull.
let us fish up anything
That
outright
unique looking
inedible.
fish. It's like a cabbage. It's like a red cabbage. Mustn't be picky, it's a delicacy. At least we'll die together. You know, I hate picky eaters, as you guys know. So I'm gonna choose the first option.
Can't afford to be too picky.
Wait, did he just speak?
Well, at
I
least
forget
it ought to be
what
better
was
than
that.
the cuisine we suffered
That's
in
a sea
Martira.
slug. Yep. They didn't salt it properly to remove the mucus. I guess that's part of the delicacy. Like the slimy texture.
Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
Oh, yep. I don't know, I guess they were supposed to. I don't know, Hulkenberg's eating it just fine.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
She likes her stuff raw.
Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
I more like if this girl, if there was a famine, she would be completely fine. She would eat anything. Anything to survive. I think she's fine, Gallica.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me.
Yes, I do remember you.
Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
With a
Oops,
problem like
I
that, I
pressed too
had to
fast.
do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the
Waver
pack
to
so
guess, but
soon.
I'd assume her tribe was probably
So,
accustomed to eating raw
Do
food.
you have a head ready?
That's
Well, let's
true.
see.
We don't
Got our
know
heads right here,
everything
I
about
suppose.
Hulkenberg. I just assumed that she just wasn't very picky, but that could be something we might learn later. Hulkenberg is the definition of adventurous, literally. Girls got guts.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an
They
interesting
always gotta
lead
say
over a
something about
sure
our
bet.
race.
Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you. All right?
Is the game too loud, too quiet?
That cry is an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Your mom.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep
I
it
don't
under your
like the
hats,
way he
chums.
moves his
But
eyebrows.
power
It's
may
very
rival
suspicious.
Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Don't trust gingers, as
Right.
they say.
Just
Never
got back
trust
from the
gingers.
pub,
They
did
have
you?
no soul.
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
I forgot I had auto text on it. I just skipped like 4 dialogues on accident because I was typing here. No! Oh, she's not talking. And I imagine they will aim to find us in our gauntlet runner. Neros ought to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the gauntlet runner. We should just sleep there, my god.
Barrhaven is positively rife for tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here, and indeed, 'twas so delicious. I wish to eat every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish so fresh, it still wriggles in the mouth.
Ugh, okay, I don't think I could ever eat something that was alive, but...
Now that's a port city specialty. What's that look about? You don't find it appetizing?
My apologies.
Whatever floats your boat, ma'am. I am deemed untrustworthy. No! Yes, Rodhamdale. I don't trust you. Every time you come on my stream, I'm like, oh, it's Rodhamdale again. What mischief are they up to this time? Oh shit, my Heisman voice is... That's English propaganda for Scotland. What voice did I give Heisman again? I have a favor to ask of you. Would you mind lending me any unused blankets? Oh, his face. For defense, you understand. Just in case. Otherwise, while I'm sleeping, I'd be unprotected against apologies. Against bugs. I want no contact with them whatsoever. Awake or asleep, so I thought I might bundle myself in blankets at night. We'll put him in a little baby swaddle. Oh! Lele, thank you so much for resubscribing! Almost two years? 22 months? That's crazy! How are you doing, Lele? I know people eat Shiro alive, but even I draw the line there, and I'd try pufferfish if I had the money. Pufferfish does sound interesting. I feel like I would like to try just to say I tried it, but I have to trust that it's been prepared properly. Hello, Lele! Lele! Oh shit, I didn't read the last line. Stroll. Stroll voice, okay.
The other candidates' speeches seem particularly identical. I not trust those types with the country myself. Is there no one who can truly rival Luis or Forden?
Maybe me! Okay, I'm assuming we can't leave this room. I shouldn't go out right now, it's dark out. Okay, let's go to bed. Let's rest. Wow, it took us like an hour just to get through that. I'm good, just chilling for now. Hey y'all, thank you so much, Lele, for stopping by to say hello. Glad you're chilling. Are you doing better?
Time marches on,
Are things...
and the age of
I know you probably haven't found a new job yet, since it's only been like a week or two. A week? But how you doing? Are you at least do you feel a little more rested? A little less
sloshed again.
Like, has your body recovered now that you've hopefully been able to sleep a little bit more? That's the one thing about getting laid off, is you can at least sleep more. Eating something that's still alive is too much for me. It seems cruel. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my meat and my seafood, but if that thing is still moving, no. I seen in Korea, there's like barbecue places or something like that where they'll serve you like fish on a platter, and that have like been all scaled, and they're all like bloody, and they're still alive, and I'm like, oh my god. I don't know what type of fish it was, but I just know that the fish was still alive, but they had already taken all the scales off, so they were kind of like bleeding and stuff, and I was like, nope. I'm doing okay. Tomorrow will be 1 week. I'm chilling to BH. At least you're okay though. I'm glad you're not like, you know, too upset about it.
What happened to waiting
He's drunk
for our
again.
guests?
This
You
man.
utter buffoon!
I just say much more
Is
relaxed.
this
I think the
why
job
you
anxiety was a
volunteered
lot
to
more
stay
than I thought
behind?
because I've just been hanging out all week. That's good. Usually, I feel like the first month after a layoff is, you know, you kind of use it to kind of collect yourself or kind of laze around or kind of, you know, just chill for a little bit. That's how I was the first month when I got laid off. Woo, a bug in my face. Almost. Let's see. I got laid off 2023. September 2023. So it's been like a year and a half since I was first laid off, and then I've been working at my current job I think like 6 or 7 months now. Yeah, I remember the first month I pretty much just slept in and kind of just took the time to do the things that I didn't really have time for, like play more video games, hang out with my friends a bit more, sleep more. It was like a rejuvenating time period, I'd say. Revitalizing. Some people believe fish can't feel pain for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm not one to judge old traditions. If there's something that will probably be phased out in the future, I say as long as it has a nervous system, it will feel pain. But I know our biology is nothing like a fish's biology, so I don't see why they wouldn't feel pain. Because pain is like a defense mechanism. It's your body telling you you're in danger or you're in trouble. So, by telling you you're in pain, you should, you know, not be in that situation that caused the infliction. So I feel like why wouldn't a fish feel pain, you know? Like, it lives in an ecosystem where there's predators and prey. I feel like it should naturally feel pain, you know? Okay, that one was just because my saliva went down the wrong way. Woo. Hate when that happens. Clean the house, fix things, organize things. Yeah, pretty much. Take the time to recollect. Oh, Ray! God, forgot to patch the pain animations. The pain animations. Also, hi everyone. Welcome, Ray. How are you? Little blanket emote.
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
No panicking.
Let's all stay calm,
No
alright?
panicking.
Ah,
They know what's
go
on the
splash
line,
some
right?
water on my face.
Huh?
What?
Oh, Barden. I never spoke to Barden. I was supposed to do that. Or I don't know, the guy didn't tell me to do it. But
I wasn't expecting anyone
one
to
day I
come
will.
in. You see,
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself.
That is a
something the
very
matter,
square
Barden?
shoulder cape. Oh, you brought Joanna.
They were here the whole time?
Oh my god, wait. She's shorter than I remember.
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears.
Yeah,
Could
food
run like
deserves a
bally
swift,
thief in the night,
swift
but
and merciful
here she is,
end, and it's more tender
washing
that way
away
too.
her
Yeah,
sins.
I don't know. Maybe that's why they try to cook things alive, because that's like its freshest, since it's, you know, the freshest form of it, because it just died, or I don't know. But still, you don't want it to suffer. I don't know. I definitely know I can't eat something while it's still alive. That's all I can say.
Needed a drop
Or
of the
even if it
grapefruit
just died like
grind
2
just to get
seconds ago, I'm
myself
like, I'm
through
gonna need a second. I'm gonna need a second before I eat that.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent.
I do feel
I mean,
a little bit guilty
we're
for
hardly
her,
icons
but
of virtue ourselves.
we need your head, man. We have a big goal.
In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words.
Honestly,
You can't ask anything
I
more than
can't
that.
imagine being in Joanna's spot, like just knowing that I'm about to die and I've had like days and days to contemplate this, knowing that's gonna happen. Like, that must be the most anxious feeling in the world. like knowing exactly when I'm gonna die and how I'm gonna die, and that it's approaching, and like all I'm gonna be thinking about is just that. And like, how am I gonna be living the rest of these days out, knowing I am about to die in a very brutal way.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Oops, I pressed too quickly.
I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Oh my god, in a Colosseum style.
Thank you all for
It's the
waiting.
ginger.
The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the
Batlin, your
exhibition
new
of
name
the
is
brave,
Dale.
is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval
I am gonna go to
ratings
sleep because I
will
also
pass
haven't played
the
enough of this
first
game and want to
round.
avoid more spoilers. Oh, no worries, Lele.
20.
At least you'll have time now.
Tis a great many
But thank you so much. It's
eliminations in
also
but
pretty
one
late for you.
round.
Thank you for
I was
stopping
hoping we'd at
by.
least
I
make it through
appreciate
the
it.
first,
I hope
but it might not be that
the rest
simple.
of your week goes
And
well. If I
now,
don't see you then,
ladies
but
and
have a good sleep.
gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all
The Queen of France spent time
gorgeous
reflecting on
faces
how
at the
cruelly she
judges'
spoke of her
table,
people before her
starting
execution.
with His and Her
Basically, yeah.
Highnesses of
At least she
Oceania
reflected.
and
Some people die without ever
Montario.
admitting to their
Oh,
mistakes.
it's a lady.
Or some people like don't let
Lord
go of their
Montario's
pride
here
up
too,
until the
eh?
very end.
And the armor on that fellow over
Have a
there.
great stream. I'll return sometime
general,
soon.
is
Thank
he?
you, Lele. See ya, see ya.
And of
I do want to
course,
play
we
for
have
Monster
no
Hunter
one,
Wild.
the
That
only,
is true.
The people's
The new
favorite,
Monster Hunter game.
our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle
She's
Saint,
pretty.
healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind?
Why does
as
she
you
remind
take
me of
on
the bird
judge's mantle?
creatures
Well,
in Twilight Princess?
I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot.
Like the bird that lets us teleport dungeons? Why does she remind me of that? They don't really look the same, but for
This
some reason she
city
reminds
sure
me of it.
has great seafood and well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there. Clock's ticking and all that. But we're
Wow,
thrilled
rude
you're
much,
enjoying your
Dale?
stay.
I'll stop calling him Dale. Batlin.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
I was talking to Batlin, not actually you, Dale.
So
but because he's
she's
ginger, I
a
called him
saint?
Dale.
Well, she seems like a nice enough
She was
lady.
about to yap.
We better
pretty
stop worrying
much.
about her and focus
And
on
we have that
ourselves.
other ginger
I
girl,
don't
who I'm
see
pretty
Luis
sure is our
anywhere,
next party
and
member.
I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Now, the time has come.
He's too excited.
Let
Look
the
at him. He's
exhibition
so
of the
excited that
begin!
that this exhibition is about to
First
take
up
place.
is a respected
What did Dale ever do to you,
gentleman
Crypta?
of
Be
the
ginger.
church. Godot, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
Oh wow, that's a big fish. Is it dead? Is that fish dead? We literally just had a conversation about this. That fish better already be dead.
Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people. strength, and compassion in one package.
Fishing
He's got the
competition?
crowd on
No.
his side right
I
from the
hate
start.
fishing.
Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition,
way he
the spearhead
walks.
of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel, the Black Hound.
I want to burn his
One
jacket
look
so
at the
bad.
head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you
Mr.
I'm not
Animal
like this
Prince.
smarmy git
You
who
guys both
fished
have
up his
red
dinner.
beards? Are you guys
I'll tell you
leprechauns?
what this is.
Ew.
Behold,
What the
head
heck?
of a hideous human.
That's a weird looking head. It's like a turkey.
Where's your proof?
You guys are
Yes,
leprechauns?
the young sod's
Your
right.
guys'
How do we
day
know
is
that's
coming up
really
soon. March
human?
17th.
What?
You guys better be out stealing a bunch of
Look
gold.
at the thing. You think a normal beast could have a face
He looks like he's
this?
from
Probably just
1971.
made the
He
damn
probably
thing
is.
yourself.
Little hipster.
Useless as
Everyone here
ever.
is wearing such like
It
ugly
never
patterns
occurred
that
to
remind me of the
average
70s. Like
citizen
even
has
this
never
girl,
seen a human.
Juna. Why does everyone like
Now,
patterns
now,
in this game?
everyone, let's have
Hideous.
a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next.
Yeah, we Scots Irish too. That's so funny. Big ass squid. Is that thing also dead?
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd
did
heard
the
tell
deed?
of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city.
Dude, you're too old to be
I
king.
could do no less
Why don't you go
than
home
grant
and
them
rest,
respite
Grandpa?
from their suffering. Such is the duty
That
of
is a
those
very
with
big
power.
squid. It is huge.
Who expected
You can eat that
anything
more than the
less?
giant fish
His
you brought.
Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly, the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Oh, poor Glonnell.
Borden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression
We
than
have to
that?
depend on Joanna. It's
It'll be
fine, have hope.
If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off
Big
no matter
ass
what we
squid.
presented.
Yes.
Let's count ourselves lucky.
Curse you, keyboard,
and
for
trust
putting in the
our
wrong
strategy.
punctuation.
Now, no
Holy
dirty looks,
squid.
you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Whew. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Alright, get ready for the most emotional
Where's the head?
dropping of your guys' life. Get ready for the monologue.
Your
My one issue
pardon,
with that is the
madam,
squid
but
can go
would you
bad
happen to
quickly if
be
not
the
refrigerated.
lady
Yeah, how are
of
they gonna store
Martira?
that?
Joanna, the Sanctoress.
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges. This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn
Everyone
criminal
shut
you
up
were
and let us
supposed to
talk.
be chasing?
Jesus Christ.
That's the infamous Heismay. You chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it,
I forgot how distracted people can react to when it comes to seeing certain folks. I know his eye was twitching, like on his sprite.
Absurd.
Like, dude was feeling the emotions.
Master Heisme is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is
You know, if only we had some physical proof.
Well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence fall?
Ew, that guy is.
The Honorable Master Godot
I'm a human and I take offense a bit
and my words
of makeup and an eyebrow trim, and I'm good. This is meant to be medieval Persona, but it's now become fantasy politics. The game.
'Tis true to the
This
last
game's
word.
big, like,
isn't it?
Racism,
Yes, Your
discrimination,
Eminence.
and politics are the biggest
question.
themes of this game.
You
Which
have done well to bring
I
about
like
her
the way they're
repentance.
handling it so far.
Now, justice must be rendered.
They're gonna kill her.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king.
To be fair, you summed with the medieval
It
era.
is my hope
that is also
you will
true.
rid the world of
That
its
is true, Kana.
twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please.
You did.
Lead this
you did
country
basically
armed with the truth.
sum up medieval times. I promise.
I will.
You gave
I
your life for
promise.
this. Oh God.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how
This
the
Persona
curtain
handles modern
falls.
situations in one's life change in the theme
If
of growing up.
Sanctifex Ford had turned in the biggest head, then our dark
Even
horse here
even
has
Batlin looks like
certainly
pretty
turned in
disturbed
the
of what just
heaviest.
happened.
What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
Never mind, he's back to normal. Oh wow, 64. 49! We're basically winning at this point. After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. Hopefully. Did they go through with it? I had a feeling they would. I think it was pretty not like obvious, but it's
Barden
like
just departed.
it would
Wishing
kind of
everyone
suck if
well.
we had, or
I
not
suppose
suck.
he
It just
aims to
wouldn't
reach
feel
Martira before Joanna's
right
confession does.
if we had this whole lead up to her getting her head cut off, and like she was basically atoning, and it just didn't happen. You know, sometimes some people facing death is probably the best choice.
And for
Or the
them
best
himself.
outcome. Or the best way to solve a
I
situation.
hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Yeah, but in the
Likely
medieval
his
age, you
attempt
sort
at
of got like a
redirection
sword and a military
keeps
draft
the
the
blame
second you
from
turn
falling on him
15.
and the church.
Because the lifespan was much shorter
Can't say
back
it didn't
then.
work,
People
I
only lived
suppose.
to like,
I'm
what,
certainly
40,
not
maybe 50?
blameless in this either. It was
That's
my
completely out of
suggestion to
line.
make an
Nobles would have been
impression by
executed by
foregoing
a
the
mass
pursuit of a
executioner
monster's
wielding
head
an
in favor of a
executioner sword.
person's.
I guess.
Yeah,
Nevertheless,
that is true.
the Lady Joanna
Someone was
entrusted
very
her final
eager to
wishes
kill her
to
then.
us, and we mustn't betray
Got
them.
chopped off with a stabbing spear, pretty much.
That's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
Oh my god.
You are passing on the course of a human
Luis.
hunt.
Wait, what head
You
did
gave
he
the most
bring? I'm really
distinctive
curious.
I suppose you
They
were
didn't even
introducing
show it.
ourselves too. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now
But
you
both
walk
of
with
you
a
look
Eugene
like
at your side.
NPCs.
Each ally of a different tribe.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
I know Luis is
Better
like
to have
kind of evil,
dependable
but
friends than
he's kind of
familiar
good looking.
ones. something we've got in common.
That doesn't mean I like him.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That
It's the femboy brigade.
Not our intent.
Oh, same
All of the
idea,
boys in this
yeah?
game, except for
A
I guess
real
like Stroller
person's head
Highsmith, are
gets
pretty
more
femme.
eyes on you than some decapitated
At least in the late
beast.
Middle Ages of
And
Germany,
now you're the
which
names
this
on
game seems
everyone's
to be
lips, aren't you?
imitating. Actually, wasn't like femme considered masculine back then? Like things that we would consider like feminine for a man now were considered like, I don't know if masculine's the right word, but power? Like having like the long curly wigs, and when men used to wear tights, like those white tights. A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast, and now you're the names of everyone's lips, aren't ya? We only righted it wrong.
No.
Oh wait, shit.
We only righted
I
it wrong.
forgot that the
And you weren't
choices
afraid to make an
that we
enemy of
make
the
to
church
Luis
to do
matter.
it.
Hold on.
It's quite a feat for a no-name
I have to
candidate
look this up.
so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know
I
his
hope he
honeyed
likes
words.
that answer.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I
correct
do
the
so
answers to
hate
these,
violent
okay.
spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to
Okay,
us,
I don't think this
that's something
conversation
we
matters,
earned.
so that's good.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
What, ma'am?
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Is the one on the left literally
Master
just
Luis?
Adachi?
Master Luis was just here.
Well, let's
What
rephrase.
happened?
It's the feminine
Well,
males of the
he just
rebellion.
left.
Standards
You
for
weren't
both
told?
masculine and
We'd better
feminine
be getting back
attractiveness have
as
changed
well.
a lot over the years. Exactly.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
Her eyes creep me out. I think they're kind of cute, but it's because her eyes exist in a world like this. That's what's unsettling.
Luis is having a go for Popeye.
She has innocent
Are
eyes
you
for such
officially all
a...
flunkies
You
in
can tell
arms
she's
now,
not
then?
innocent at all. Also, the short lifespan in the medieval times was a statistic error. The problem was a massive infant death rate. If a person made it to 2, the odds were pretty good of making it as far as any modern human. Oh. You know, that sounds about right, actually. Luis is having a goof for Papa. Are you officially all? I don't know if Trap. I think he might be testing us, but I don't know about Trap.
It's not a done deal.
Still, 'tis a significant step forward.
Yes, that coat needs to burn.
We've crossed a dangerous bridge.
A lot of people's
and the
clothes
risk
in this
paid
game
off.
are just
We have
downright
finally
atrocious.
taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
It says Gauntlet Runner. It's in his pocket. It's engraved on his body. I don't think it's the first option. If it's in his pocket, I feel like in this world, pickpocketing would be very common, so I don't think he would keep it on in his pocket. I want to say this one, but why does this also sound like a stupid answer?
Maybe he's engraved it directly on his body.
Yeah, somehow I doubt he'd literally carve incriminating evidence onto his skin. It'd be backwards in a mirror besides. It's more likely to be in his runner.
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The
That's
incident
why
was
I
mere a
was
decade
thinking,
ago.
like, why would it
It's
be
as
in
good
the
a chance as
runner?
any. Getting inside would be a pain for
but
anyone
okay.
else, including
Sure,
us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard
He
his
looks
missive.
like a One Piece
Good
captain.
point.
Oh, this
Let's just wait for word
the
then.
the weird outfit, the unharmonious outfit sure makes him look like he's from One Piece.